What's up? What's going on? What's new? It's been try not to tonight we're gonna try not I'm trying to have not live phrase about me tonight, so that's what I'm gonna try not to do. So George Little American Chopper. Right.
American Chopper. Hell, you nuts? It's California or bust for the Leno Bike Project.
Metalheads on deck.
And do or die for OCC. As they count down the days to their Tonight Show debut.
How much go?
But long days and late nights take their toll. And bickering.
Leave me alone.
Blow-ups.
I quit.
And backstage jitters.
I don't know if I can sleep tonight.
Threaten to stop the show.
Something's not right.
The arguments.
Nice going. I'm nuts.
The anxiety. The achievement. On this episode of American Chopper.
Vance, what'd you do with them caps? Today we gotta finish up the final fabrication on the Leno bike and get it out to paint. We only have a week to get it painted, chromed, and assembled to get it out to the Tonight Show for the unveiling. And that's one deadline we really can't miss. While I'm mounting the running lights on the rear fender, Rick's putting the license plate on the rear fender. And as usual, while we're doing all the work, my father's standing around supervising.
What the hell am I doing, Rick?
What are you doing? What's up?
What are you gonna do? Just finish drilling out that bender?
Yeah.
You know, I guess I'm a little bit nervous about this project. You know, unveiling the bike on Tonight Show is a pretty big deal. And we're cutting it pretty close as far as getting everything done in time. But you know what? Until this bike is done, I'm gonna be right here making sure that everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. How about the gas tank? Just with low profile caps and be done with it.
Yeah, just put low profile.
What's going on, guys? What's up? What's up?
Face.
What's up? What's up?
Does anything else need to be cleaned up or fabricated? Just your headlight, and Vinny's got whatever he's welding on here yet. That's about it. I wonder if we should close the front of this in. Oh, you wanna? Well, it would look nice, don't you think? Don't matter, it's easy to do if you want to. Well, I think it would look more finished if that was closed in, just because it's so high up, you know? You got 3 inches in there. Why don't you do this? Just close this off and put a little arc in there, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Can't hurt nothing, right? You know, just about when we were to finish up, Holly wanted to close in the gap at the front of the tank. And you know, that's one of the reasons why I really like working with Paul. The fact that even when we're under a deadline, he's willing to take the time to give the OCC bikes that little extra edge. I mean, really, we could have left the tank the way it was, and hardly anybody would have noticed. But now it's going to look perfect, and that's the way it should be.
No.
fabric. It looks good. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna come off with a plate, like this, and a break like that, and a break like that, and let it come to like a point. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's how I would think.
I
Yeah,
see.
and it would look good. It'll fit the whole style. And go like. Do you have something like that?
He has the plate that goes with that.
No.
I mean, you don't.
No.
Yeah, you do. You have the bracket that came with that. What are you gonna do? Like, do a flat bar or a round bar?
Flat.
Absolutely not.
Round bar, like the way it's done in the picture there.
Is it round bar?
Yeah, it's a round bar.
Oh, okay.
Pay attention, numbnuts. Yeah.
The final piece that I need to fabricate for this bike is the
God's
mounting
in me,
bracket for the
actually.
headlight. I decided to take my father's suggestion and match the one that was on Jay's Rough Superior.
Oh, you mean that?
So I fabricated a mount.
Guys, got Zen. I got Zen Coolmint in. If you guys want to know.
And I'm actually glad I took my father's advice, because once I had it on the bike, it actually had an old school classic look.
That looks good.
Cool.
Leave up. Got me on money.
I have not. No.
Leave up. Got me on money. Yeah. Fire it over him.
Fire in the hole!
Hell, are you nuts? What is that, the piston? Grow up, will ya? Leave up. Got me on money. Alright, good. Headlights now, let's tear it apart. You know, this bike is really different from any other we've ever put out of the shop. And I'd have to say, it's really not my style bike. You know, something I'd ride myself. But I think it's pretty cool.
What are you doing anyways? You don't even know.
I'm taking care of all the finishing work.
Good. About time.
You wanker. It was kind of nice to change it up a bit and build something that's not really so much of a chopper.
I was born like that. I had nice segments. So I had three. Let's see. I might have a third operation next year.
You know, when
So
you look at this bike, it really has simple lines, and it's not
Three-
really a theme bike.
might have a third eye operation next year. So yeah.
It may not be one of the most complicated bikes we've built. But when we take it apart, we're really going to have to keep track of all the stuff that we took off it. Are we forgetting anything, Vin?
I hope not. What's up, Justin?
What's up, bud?
What's going on?
Let's talk about the paint.
Let's talk.
There's a bunch of good pictures to give you an idea. It's pretty simple. I'm going to give you all these. I got a license plate here, too, 2 of them.
Okay.
A front, and I'm not sure what numbers to go with yet, but we'll do something like this for the front.
The paint job on this bike is fairly simple as far as graphics and artwork, but it's still going to have its challenges. Basically, all of the parts for the bike are going to be black, except for the tank and handlebars. They're going to have a 2-tone black and brushed aluminum look, so they're going to take a little bit more time than the fenders and other pieces. So it's going to be a different look in here.
Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be the chopper form of this, but more modern day.
Cool. Given the relatively simple design of this bike, I don't think I'll have any troubles getting it done within a week.
What do we got here?
Are you nuts?
This morning, we kind of had a surprise visit from a couple of guys from the local army base. They had seen the Comanche bike a few months back, and we got to talking, and they asked if they can come down to the shop someday. So we said, yeah, no problem, but we never thought they'd show up in an M1 tank.
Slide your butt down and push your foot forward.
Put my feet right on the seat or right next to it.
Put your feet right on the seat.
Way down.
Ah, you're in there.
Okay. Okay.
Basically, I tell you, any guy teach how to drive, it's just like riding a motorcycle. You guys know how to ride motorcycles, right? Right. So, it's basically the same principle.
All right.
Everybody off the tank!
Easy. Turn. You got it. All right, stop right there. Hold on right there.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
You gotta stop, baby. You can't ride without me.
I just hope he doesn't hit a telephone pole.
You know, the last thing that I expected this morning when I woke up was that I'd be driving a tank today.
That's good. That's good. Hey, told you easy on the brakes.
I'm trying. I gotta admit, driving that thing was a little bit nerve-wracking. I mean, here I got this 10-ton, $10 million piece of equipment.
Au revoir. Au revoir.
And I'm driving down the road, and I don't even have any idea how the steering's gonna respond to my touch or anything. You know what? After a little while, I think I got the hang of it.
Ow! Stop every damn brake! All right, get the hell out. You ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
All right, push forward. Put it in drive.
You know, when you think of a tank, you automatically think of something that's slow-moving and kind of clumsy. So I was really surprised as to just how fast this thing can go and how well it handled. And it was really just an awesome experience to take it out for a spin. All right, fellas. We got the Leno project here.
And they wrapped this frame good enough?
That thing is sealed for nuclear war. Today we got all the parts from the Leno project back from Powder Coat and Chrome. So we're gonna get everything unwrapped and sorted so we can start right in on assembly. Check it out, Vance.
Yeah, it looks,
Luggage rack.
man, that came out good, huh?
Man, this stuff is like glass. It looks wet, doesn't it? We have exactly 3 days to get this bike running before we have to trailer it out to California. So we really got to move if we're going to get this bike done on time.
Now we gotta slip that, remember?
Yeah.
We gotta put the springs on this.
The small monkeys.
That come out good.
Oh man, this stuff is
Oh,
like
flawless.
glass. It's
Did a nice
unbelievable,
job,
really.
right?
Yeah. Here, let's put that in there.
How'd the exhaust come out? Did you look at it?
No, we didn't open it yet.
Can I open it?
Yeah, what the heck? Go ahead.
There was no neat way of doing this. Hey, is that the right look?
What?
Is that the look you want?
So look, we got, baby.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah,
I
sure.
like it.
It's not. It looks like aluminum, like high polished aluminum.
You know, the other ones are a lot flatter.
The guy said that
Little
it's gonna
more
look
shiny.
shinier than
Yeah.
the flat stuff.
I like the flat look better.
That'll look good
That
though.
looks good compared to the
No,
picture,
it looks
though.
good, but I like that flat. I like the
Yeah,
flatter
like
look.
Fire Bike has the flat.
Yeah.
Flatter.
I just hope they bolt to the motor.
Don't talk about it. Let's not even think about that now. You should have this thing done tomorrow, no?
Yeah, sure. Why not? We're only getting
Look at
started
the
at
service.
3 o'clock in the afternoon.
You working late tonight?
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
C'est la Versky.
We didn't want to do that. There's no doubt that I like the way the powder coat looks, but it does have its problems. For starters, everything that gets coated gets thicker. For some reason, the powder coat on this bike was even thicker than normal. So we had trouble with almost every part when we were putting them together.
Oh, crap. This has to bolt on there, doesn't it? Typical issues that I have with my life.
There's nothing better than hearing somebody badmouth themselves.
The set screw on the forward control wasn't setting in properly on the threads. Hey, Vin, give me a hand. But when I tried to pull it out, it just wouldn't budge.
It's just pulling your arms right outside.
I guess some powder coating got into the hole and kind of wedged it in place.
I can't believe that won't come out of there. All right, you know what? Leave that alone and move on. Leave it alone. Just
We're
leave
gonna
it
have
alone.
to.
We'll spend the whole night messing with that. We can build a whole bike and have one forward control to mess with.
That sounds fine with me.
This tree is all set, so if we want to put this front end on, we can.
Are we staying late?
Yeah, we're gonna stay late.
All right, I gotta call my wife.
Call your kid. Get her on the celly.
I'll punch you in your face.
Grab the front end and throw it on there. Christian, give me a hand over here, will you? You know, this morning when we opened the parts and looked at everything, I was pretty confident that this bike was going to go together pretty easy. Well, it hasn't turned out that way at all. Let's crank. That's the third time. It seems like everything's fighting us and the whole process is going slow. It doesn't want to go, man, at all.
It took us like 3 hours to assemble and try and mount the trees. And we still couldn't get them on.
Oh, it's so locked up, man. I've been on it forever. I'm at my wit's end.
I'm confident we're gonna get this bike done in time, but that's not the problem. It's just what kind of shape we're gonna be in when it's finished. I mean, if we keep going this way, we're gonna be dead on our feet.
Let's take it off. I think we got powder coat in here. By the time we got the trees on, it was about 10 o'clock. That's good. Crank your other side. It's perfect. Money maker, rump shaker. And I think all three of us were exhausted and we were just ready to call it a night. And then I got a call from Jay Leno. Hello. How you doing, Jay? Yeah, we're good. We're working on we're just reassembling the bike as we speak, actually. We're staying late. I wasn't about to tell Jay that we were having problems. We did a license plate the same. It's gonna look cool, I think. And we got a great motor, a great knucklehead, which is very. So I just told him everything was going great. But you know, it's kind of funny. I don't know about Christian and Vinny, but that call really made me realize what kind of deadline we were under, and it sort of gave me a second wind. I always feel weird talking.
Once we got past all the problems on the front end, things started to go a lot smoother.
Alright, guys.
It really started to make some progress.
I'm getting off. I gotta get up early tomorrow. I gotta be working 7
Your
tomorrow.
hands gotta go up.
I
So
think a hammer would work.
we'll be back on it tomorrow night. Alright, guys. We'll probably go on live on PS4 tomorrow night.
So easy.
So talk to you guys tomorrow. See you guys.